blinding flash of white light lit up the sky over Gaza tonight. People running for cover, not knowing whether they're dead or alive. They came with their tanks and their planes.
Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Fike, and I'm here today to protest the oppression that has been going on in Palestine. As you can see behind me, there's many people. They're here to raise awareness, and hopefully we can put an end to what's going on in Gaza. What do you hope to achieve by being here today, sir?
To achieve, to send a message, a cry to the world, to people, to leaders, that a human life is precious and equal, and it's time to stand and to be strong advocate of saving lives. People are bleeding. If we didn't do it now, so when? And at the end, to start blaming ourselves because it leads to the violence which is going to spread. The world is not in shortage of violence and hatred. I am accountable in my life to God and to my daughters who were killed the same way as other children who are killed on daily basis in Palestine and in other parts of the world. I will never accept the killing of any human being, and that's why I am here to feel angry. What can I do to save lives?
One of the main reasons I'm here is we've got to stop these unfortunate atrocities, the killing of, families and especially children.
Yeah.
So many children are dying, and as you know, Dr. Iseldine behind me, who has started this vigil today, he's lost 3 daughters and a niece, and we're all standing in solidarity to make sure that the bloodshed stops, that we really learn to live in peace and harmony. And even though we may not believe in some of the issues, we need to embrace each other, because after all, we're all God's children.
We have come here today to express our suffering and our pain for the Palestinian people.
What inspires you to come out to the protest today?
Well, actually, I've been seeing videos nonstop on Facebook of innocent children and women getting killed in Palestine, and I think that it's really wrong. I don't think that anybody has a right to bomb like innocent civilians, and we need to speak up. Everybody needs to speak up. All humans need to speak up. It doesn't matter where you're from, black, white, Jewish. Anybody that sees innocent people getting killed, you need to speak up, because sooner or later it's going to be you, and who's going to stand up for you?
Palestine has to get a state. There's no two ways about that. Whether it's a one-state or a two-state solution, who can say? People can't be kept bound up in a concentration camp, which is kind of what the Gaza Strip is, indefinitely.
These atrocities that has been done in our name, in the name of Jewish people, and that Zionism supposedly represents Jewish people as a whole. Zionism, people need to understand that Judaism and Zionism is 2 separate things. Judaism is an age-old religion from Abraham, our forefather. Zionism is the opposite. Zionism was founded by Theodor Herzl, who was an atheist Jew.
What steps should Canada take to intervene and help the Palestinian people?
I think that every nation needs to stand up and stop this. This is the beginning of World War III. That's what I believe. I think that it's just wrong. Innocent kids are getting killed, and Canada needs to stand up, especially because we're a multicultural country, and stand up for the people that are getting killed. It's terrorism all over. You know what I mean? It's just wrong.
Do you feel that the protests that are happening around the world will help bring a change to the Palestinian people?
I think it'll bring an awareness, and I think that's very important, because I think that they need a bigger voice in the community, and they haven't had that voice. And I think Hamas sending those rockets or whatever it is they're sending over to Israel isn't helping the situation, because even this peace thing that was put out there and has broken already, was that for one side to look good in the eyes of the world, and was it for the other side to save face, to send back the rockets? So, you know, we need people of peace to sit at the table.
What do you feel is the best way to bring an end to the occupation in Palestine?
Again, as we need to continue to stand in front of all our global politicians, and it's the politicians really that we need to sort of say this war has got to stop.
If Israel and Palestine become one state or become two states, do you feel that will bring down the oppression and there will be unity amongst the people?
From your mouth to God's or Allah's ears. It seems almost too much to hope for. Unity, there's just been so much hatred for so long. I'm 67 years old. When I was a young Jewish kid in New York and attending Hebrew school, we were taught the prevailing line that the Gaza Strip was a refugee camp that would be gone in a few years.
The best time the Jews they lived were under Islamic rule, and even in Palestine before the creation of the state of Israel there was hundreds of thousands of Jews living in Palestine, and we were living in peace and harmony until Zionism they start talking about the creation of the state of Israel and expelling the Palestinians. We witnessed ethnic cleansing in Palestine, and ethnic cleansing is still going on, and that's what's going on today in Gaza. That's why I am here. I am here to protest and show my support to our brothers in Gaza, and at the same time pray for peace.
I see a massacre taking place in Palestine, and I see the reporting that we're getting on it skewed. You get pictures of a baby crying in Israel, but you don't get pictures of the 4-year-old who got half his head shot off in Ramah.
So the media, the Western media at least, is being very biased as to what is happening in Palestine?
It seems to be to me.
Of course, Zionists did to the Palestinians when they conquered the land. They poisoned their water supply, and they killed men, women, and children. Could this be possibly an atheistic people, a heretical people that represents world Jewish people as a whole? And this, they have this rabbinate, the Zionists. This is a wolf in a sheep's clothing.
We will not go down in the night without a fight. You can burn up our mosques and our homes and our schools, but our spirit will never die. We will not go down in Gaza tonight.